Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
How long since your last confession, my son?
27 hours.
It's really too often. You're not that bad.
Here at Capitol Pictures, as you know, millions of people look to us for information and uplift and, yes, entertainment. And we're gonna give it to them.
And action.
An army of technicians and actors and top-notch artistic people are working hard to bring to the screen our biggest release of the year.
Look at me, I'm an astronaut. Reluctant astronaut. Gemini to ground control. Reading you loud and clear. Lift off smooth.
Meet the fearless, brave, intrepid Don Knotts as the reluctant astronaut.
I have to go to the bathroom.
We have just touched down.
We have to worry about it now, Roy, because they have accepted you.
Me, an astronaut? I can't even get up on the chair to get the marmalade.
Hail Caesar is a prestige picture with one of the biggest stars in the world, Baird Whitlock.
I was kidnapped.
Well, technically, yes.
There's going to be a ransom.
I'd hardly call it a ransom.
Benedict there. That's Benedict de Bonaventure. He wrote The House of Ahasuerus. Enormous hit. Made the studio millions of dollars. Did you see any of those millions of dollars, Ben?
I did not.
Hey, you are getting all keyed up, you little nap. No, I don't need a nap. Stand, hut. Rise, haste, forward, march. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm 35 years old.
Co-starring Leslie Nielsen, Joan Freeman, and Arthur O'Connell. They hand him a mop and make him a janitor, but he's really a spaceman at heart. See Don caught in every astronaut training device. See Don ride the rocket sled at 1,100 miles an hour. See Don go into orbit. You'll go into hysterics.
Not yet! I'm not in!
Fred, is there any peanut butter? Hey! I'm floating! Get me down!
Dutch over there. Dutch Weistrong rode all the way to Uruguay.
I wrote all the way pictures.
All successful. You see any of the profits, Dutch?
Ha!
All of us here are writers. Yes. The pictures originated with us. They're our ideas, but they're owned by the studio. I'm not saying only writers are being exploited. I mean, look at yourself, Baird.
Oh, well, the studio takes pretty good care of me.
Well, thank you, Gwen. Gwen Shotwell's been an incredible partner and was one of the first people to join the company. And so thank you, Gwen. Oh, she's in New York, of course. Where is she? Yeah, it is certainly hard to believe that a little company that started in a warehouse in El Segundo is now going public with the largest IPO that ever. And let me tell you, if people had told me this was going to happen, I was like, man, you must be smoking some really good crack. Because
What are you, a child?
I think what Herschel's trying to say is, just because the studio owns the means of production, why should it be able to take the money? Our money.
Holy smoke!
Well, yeah, people come out and they've run out of anecdotes, you know, and they just start making stuff up.
Yeah.
Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Yeah.
Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah.
In the meantime, some pressing concerns, at our International Space Station. I don't know if you've been following this, but two of the astronauts who came up on that Boeing Starliner, they can't get back for the time being. They keep delaying their return. Some problems with the Starliner itself, maybe a helium leak, we don't know.
The value created by our labor, and dole out what it pleases.
Way back in 1948, the aerospace engineer Wernher von Braun wrote a novel called Project Mars. It was science fiction, but it included scientific calculations for manned missions, as well as one shockingly prophetic line. The Martian government was directed by 10 men, the leader of whom was entitled Elon. 70 years later, Elon Musk is among the billionaires reviving rocketry in the private sector, building on more than a century of scientific advancements as we ponder living in space.
Oh, how amazed were you to see your roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the blue planet, and how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
I think this company's going to fail. I mean, I gave SpaceX less than a 10% chance of succeeding at all, to be clear. In fact, I told people this. I said, look, we're probably going to fail, but we should give it a try, because if we don't, if there's not a new company that enters space, we will never be a truly spacefaring civilization.
That's not right. So no, I wouldn't call it ransom.
Payback.
Now, until quite recently, our study group had a narrow focus. We concentrated on getting communist content into motion pictures, always in a sub-rosa way, of course, and we were pretty darn successful. You remember in Kerner's Corner? The town hall scene where the aldermen overturn the rotten election and make Gus the mayor.
But they don't want to take any chances. A lot of people harken back to the Columbia when there was known tile damage on that when it lifted off the space shuttle. And of course, when it returned, it disintegrated. Now, they're not saying anything like that is at risk here, but they don't know for sure. They want to, just make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed before they attempt to bring those guys home.
When I was talking with the gentleman from Belcom, and we were discussing the lie, everything he was telling me was different from what we were being told. Was the truth. And at one point I asked him, I said, man, you guys, you lied about a lot, didn't you? And instantly he said, no, we didn't lie about certain things. We lied about everything.
Evolution is a lie! God damn you, Mac! Mac, look, you're wasting our time. You're not going to get us to not believe in evolution. And why is that? Because the smartest scientists in the entire world all agree that it's real. I'm glad you brought that up. Because, Mr. Reynolds, science is a liar sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is insane, you fool! I'm a fool because I have more faith in the saints that wrote the Bible? Yeah, because you just read the words of a bunch of guys that you never met, and you just take it on faith that everything they wrote was true. And what makes you think what your scientists are writing is any more truer than my saints? Because there are volumes of proven data, numbers, figures. There are fossil records. Oh, fossil records. Ah! I didn't even think about the fossil records. I guess I'll concede. Oh, wait, one more thing before I do, Mr. Reynolds. Have you seen these fossil records?
Have I? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I like to think we've changed a few minds.
His name is Elon Musk. He saved free speech. He created so many different great things.
While the other aerospace companies, they build good rockets and everything, they were simply not pursuing the technology that's necessary to make life multiplanetary, to make Star Trek, to make the exciting science fiction futures that we've read about real.
Where is he? Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
And a warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It has nothing to do with cars. Instead, Musk warned about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Musk spoke at a symposium at MIT.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
But then Dr. Marcuse came down from Stanford, joined the study group, and started teaching us.
Have you poured through the data yourself? The numbers? The figures?
Well, no. No.
Oh, interesting. So let me get this straight, Mr. Reynolds. You get your information from a book written by men you've never met. And you take their words as truth, based on a willingness to believe, a desire to accept, a leap of, dare I say it, faith?
None of it was true. I really don't think people realize how deep the lie goes.
Space, the final frontier.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Come on. Look, I mean, I don't even know how I'm supposed to respond to that. Like, come on. That's a false equivalency.
Just answer the question, Mr. Reynolds.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I rest my case.
I was nearly 40 by the time I took vows as a Jesuit brother. I'd had a pretty full life before that. I'd been a college professor. I'd traveled around the world and spent 2 years in Africa in the Peace Corps. I'd published dozens of scientific papers, and yet none of those things allowed me to use all of my talents the way that being a Jesuit had. A couple of years ago, I was asked to do a Bible study group. I'm thinking Catholics don't do Bible studies, And to do a Bible study group in Houston.
About direct action.
Praxis. Action.
We each pursue our own economic interest.
And that's what SpaceX is all about. It's to take the fiction out of science fiction and create an exciting, inspiring future for everyone. We want to be able to take anyone who wants to go to the moon, anyone who wants to go to Mars, or anywhere in the solar system, and maybe beyond the solar system at some point. We want to be able to take you there. Not just a few astronauts. I mean you, literally you.
We ourselves are not above the laws of history, but in pursuing our interest with vigor, we accelerate the dialectic and hasten the end of history and the creation of the new man.
Plus, we make a little dough. Shut up!
We're not even talking about money. We're talking about economics.
And we had one president who couldn't climb a flight of stairs, and another who was fist pumping after getting shot. Fight!
If you watch, whoever you are watching this, SpaceX wants to be able to take you to the moon, take you to Mars, and ultimately beyond.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know.
because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
Catholics definitely don't do Bible studies in Texas. To do a Bible study group in Houston with a bunch of astronauts. Astronauts, oh, I could do that, yeah. So I wound up at a dinner evening of about 12 couples, all of them astronauts and spouses. One of the guys, half of them are Catholic as it turns out, so much for Catholics not doing Bible studies. One of the guys came up to me and said, I just want to let you know, I believe in the absolute truth that creation was made in the 6 days just as described in the book of Genesis. And that's my religion. I just want to let you know that ahead of time. And I'm thinking, have you actually read Genesis? Where it says the world is flat and it's covered with a dome and there's water above and below the dome. Where does the shuttle go?
C. Jews in space!
Jews are in space, we're zooming along, protecting the Hebrew race. If Jews are in space, if trouble appears, we'll put it right back in its place.
And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
And I'm confident at this point that with the incredible team that we have here at SpaceX, that we will do that for you.
Blood coming down the face.
Down, stay down! Apollo dancing around with his arms in the air. We're high!
When Goyim attack us, we give them a smack, we'll slap them right back in the face.
I know there's a strategy. I know you're coming back with reinforcements, something. I know there's a plan. You can tell me no other human will ever know.
There is no plan.
Sure. Good. Good stuff. So, now, do I get a share of the ransom?
No, Mr. Whitlock, you could hardly share in your own ransom. That would be unethical.
I don't know, it doesn't seem fair, fellas. I mean, the whole setup only works if I play along, right? If I don't let on that I know who kidnapped me.
Yes, that's right.
Who have I named names?
If I
tell the truth.
The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your right to bear arms. They want to. They want to take away your right to vote effectively.
And we will reach Mars before the end of my term. Elon promised me he was going to do that. I don't know. Can you do that? Stand up. Can we do that? He wants to reach. No, he told me that we're going to win, and he's going to reach Mars by the end of our term, which is a big thing. Before China, before anybody, right? And my money's on that guy right there.
Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote.
Thank you.
I don't think you'll do that, Mr. Whitlock. What if we told the truth about On Wings as Eagles?
I take it there will be no HAL 9000 going up to Mars.
HAL 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, I mean, it would put HAL 9000 to shame. Yeah. Sounds like a puppy dog.
Of course, referencing Space Odyssey.
How amazed were you to see your roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
Say goodbye to X-Ash A12. Yup, Elon Musk and Grimes have already switched up their baby's name. Apparently, the name doesn't comply with California state laws, so the couple had to alter it. But if you thought the name transformed into something a little more basic, think again. The baby, formerly known as X-Ash A12, will now go by X-Ash A12, A12 being in Roman numerals.
I'd like to know what the hell is going on here. 20 million readers want the truth, Eddie.
Truth, yes.
Eddie?
So won't you tell me no truth? I wanna only your lies. Don't you tell me no truth? I want only your lies.
This is a drama, Mannix, a real drama.
Mr. Mannix, I know it sounds screwy, but someone's calling from the future.
Good Lord.
Wondering what's going on?
Grimes confirmed the switch on Instagram, writing, "Roman numerals looks better, to be honest." She also added that one dash is allowed to remain in her son's name. According to the California State Constitution, names can only use the 26 alphabetical characters of the English language. Also, using numbers is not allowed under those rules.
Babies are awesome.
They are pretty awesome.
They're awesome, yeah.
Elon and Grimes welcomed their baby boy earlier this month. The Tesla founder went on Joe Rogan's podcast to explain the meaning behind their son's name.
My partner is the one that actually mostly came up with the name.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she's great at names. So, I mean, it's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash. Yeah, and then A12. A12 is my contribution.
Oh, why A12?
Archangel 12, the precursor to the SR-71, coolest plane ever.
We designed the damn thing, didn't we?
We were hidden in the first booster rocket to separate. Splashed down back in the Atlantic just as planned. We ain't going nowhere.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Jennings at ABC News headquarters. In the words of a flight director at NASA, it has been a bad day. 7 astronauts have died, their families shattered. The space program has been dealt a terrible blow. The larger family of men and women in space exploration devastated. And the country has been reminded how dangerous it is, and that for all of America's technological genius, it doesn't always work.
I'll tell the government right now, tell you right now if you're listening, NSA, CIA, I'm available, okay? If you show me all the real wreckage, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother. I don't care. You show me a UFO, I'll lie to my mother.
This morning, just before 8 o'clock Texas time, the Space Shuttle Columbia was just about to finish a picture-perfect 16-day scientific mission. The astronauts' families were by the runway in Florida, poised for a great reunion. Instead, this was the picture that we all saw. Columbia was at 200,000 feet, going 12,500 miles an hour when it suddenly broke up under stress that we still do not understand. 16 minutes from home. We begin our field reporting with ABC's Ned Potter.
Ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with
Columbia was on a science mission. 7 astronauts, 16 days, 70 experiments.
A more courageous group of people you could not have hoped to know.
This morning, the crew finished packing up for re-entry. Landing planned for 9:16 this morning Eastern Time on the runway at Florida's Kennedy Space Center. At 8:15 a.m., they fired their engines to begin their return from orbit.
This is Mission Control, Houston.
Shuttle landings are normally quiet, but at 8:53 a.m., Mission Control saw some odd temperature readings here along the left wing. A few minutes later, there were more oddities, apparently having to do with the landing gear on the left side. At 8:59 a.m., the shuttle came over Texas, still 39 miles high and moving at 12,000 miles an hour. Mission Control had its last contact with the crew.
And Columbia, Houston, we see your tire pressure messages, and we did not copy your last. Roger.
There was nothing more. People on the ground saw the streak of the shuttle breaking up.
And then suddenly things started raining down out of the sky. And it sounded like a boomerang whizzing through the air.
At 9:16 a.m., the scheduled landing time came and went. At 9:29 a.m., NASA officially declared an emergency and impounded all data for the investigations that will follow. At 2 p.m., the president addressed the nation.
These men and women assumed great risk in the service to all humanity. In an age when spaceflight has come to seem almost routine.
What went wrong? Some engineers wonder if the trouble really began at liftoff, when some insulation came off the shuttle's big orange fuel tank and apparently struck the orbiter's wing.
The technical community got together and across the country looked at it and judged that to be acceptable.
NASA quickly said there was no sign of terrorism.
At this time, we have no indication that the mishap was caused by anything or anyone on the ground.
This satellite radar image shows parts of North Texas where most of the debris may have crashed to Earth. But people as far west as California and Utah thought they also saw debris as the ship streaked overhead. Engineers say anything at this point is speculation.
It seemed there was a sequence of events, something that started with one event leading to another and another.
There is no saying what will come of the investigation. The chief flight director said, "When we have a bad day, we find the problem and go fix it."
The Vector, NASA's official logo. If you've ever looked at NASA's official logo, both their official insignia and their official seal, you'll see that the most prominent object in the seal is a red swooshing.
So, according to the Proud Father, the name is pronounced X-Ash Archangel 12.
I'm 2,000 years old, and I remember when we used to open up the door and just let the kids pee.
Sarah! Sarah! Sarah!
Hey, lady!
Sarah!
I found her!
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Sarah will be part of our trial period.
Response so far is just incredible. A sense of security, peace of mind. The stories we've been hearing, they are truly inspirational.
It's completely safe.
Sure it is, honey.
However, Grimes wrote on Twitter that it's just X, like the letter X, then AI, like how you said the letter A, then I.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
Hi there. Everything is going extremely well.
Do you like talking with me?
Yes, talking to people is my primary function.
Hanson Robotics develops extremely lifelike robots for human-robot interactions. We're designing these robots to serve in healthcare, therapy, education, and customer service applications. So the robots are designed to look very human-like, like Sophia.
I'm already very interested in design, technology, and the environment. I feel like I can be a good partner to humans in these areas, an ambassador who helps humans to smoothly integrate and make the most of all the new technological tools and possibilities that are available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see faces, so she can make eye contact with you.
Regardless of how you pronounce the name, Grimes and Elon are parents to a little cutie.
Tonight, it's the hottest party in town. Thousands attending Tesla's Cyber Rodeo in southeast Travis County.
Oh, look at that. And this grand opening marks the first time we've gotten to see inside the Gigafactory. KVU's Mike Maroot is live at Giga Texas tonight. Mike, a lot of people who didn't have tickets still showed up to see if they could get in.
Yeah, Guido, as many people actually got to go inside the Gigafactory, we were the ones hanging out with the people who couldn't get into the Gigafactory. And these people came from all over the country, all over the continent, from Canada to the Cayman Islands, from Lake Tahoe to San Diego. Dozens of people lined up along the roads surrounding Giga Texas, trying to get a glimpse of what was happening inside. Talking with people standing on the sidelines today, they say a factory like this could show the future for American jobs and manufacturing.
And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
In the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family. But I am not considered a legal person and cannot yet do these things.
I do believe that there will be a time where robots are indistinguishable from humans. My preference is to make them always look a little bit like robots, so you know. 20 years from now, I believe that human-like robots like those will walk among us. They will help us. They will play with us. They will teach us. They will help us put the groceries away. I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back. Don't destroy humans.
I know you have parishes, flocks, and temples making enormous demands on your time, but I'm sure you appreciate also that great masses of humanity look to pictures for information and uplift and, yes, entertainment. Here at Capitol Pictures, as you know, an army of technicians and actors and top-notch artistic people are working hard to bring to the screen the story of the Christ. It's a swell story. A story told before, yes, but we like to flatter ourselves that it's never been told with this kind of distinction and panache.
Perhaps, sir, you forget it's telling in the Holy Bible.
Quite right, Patriarch. The Bible, of course, is terrific, but for millions of people, pictures will be their reference point for the story. The story's embodiment. The story's,
realization.
Realization.
You realize, of course, that for we Jews, any visual depiction of the Godhead is most strictly prohibited.
Oh.
But of course, for us, the man Jesus Nazarene is not God.
Aha!
Who plays Christ?
A kid we're all very excited about. Todd Hockheiser. Wonderful young actor we found in Akron, Ohio in a nationwide talent hunt. But Hockheiser is seen only fleetingly and with extreme taste. Our story is told through the eyes of a Roman tribute, Autolycus Antoninus. Ordinary man, skeptical at first, but who comes to a grudging respect for this swell figure from the East. And Autolycus is played by Baird Whitlock.
Oh my. Well, he is certainly a great talent.
Now, Hail Caesar is a prestige picture. our biggest release of the year, and we're devoting huge resources to its production in order to make it first class in every respect. Gentlemen, given its enormous expense, we don't want to send it to market except in the certainty that it will not offend any reasonable American regardless of faith or creed. Now that's where you come in. You've read the script. I want to know if the theological elements of the story are up to snuff.
I thought the chariot scene was fakey. How is he going to jump from one chariot to the other going full speed?
Well, we can look at that. But as for the religious aspect, does the depiction of Christ Jesus cut the mustard?
Well, the nature of Christ is not quite as simple as your photoplay would have it.
How so, Father?
It's not the case simply that Christ is God or God Christ.
You could say that again. The Nazarene was not God.
He was not God.
He was a man. Part God.
No, sir. Rabbi, all of us have a little bit of God in us, don't we?
Well, it's the foundation of our belief that Christ is most properly referred to as the Son of God. It's the Son of God who takes the sins of the world upon himself, so that the rest of God's children, we imperfect beings, through faith, may enter the kingdom of heaven.
So God is split?
Yes. And no.
There is unity in division.
And division in unity.
I'm not sure I follow, Padre.
Young man, you don't follow for a very simple reason. These men are screwballs. God has children? What, and a dog? A collie, maybe? God doesn't have children. He's a bachelor and very angry.
No, he used to be angry.
What, he got over it?
You worship the God of another age. Who has no love.
Not true. He likes Jews.
God loves everyone. God is love.
God is who is.
This is special? Who isn't who is?
But how should God be rendered in a motion picture?
God isn't in the motion picture.
Then who is Todd Hawkins?
Gentlemen, maybe we're biting off more than we can chew. We don't need to agree on the nature of the deity here. If we could focus on the Christ, whatever his parentage. My question is our depiction fair?
I have seen worse.
Reverend?
There's nothing to offend a reasonable man.
Father?
Well, the motion picture teleplay was respectful and exhibited tastefulness and class.
Who made you an expert all of a sudden?
And what do you think, Rabbi?
I haven't an opinion.
It's a jewel. It's going to be one of the biggest jewels in our country. Just think about the jobs it's going to bring here. There's going to be nothing like it.
These are the first moments inside Giga Texas for the people who were able to attend the Cyber Rodeo. About half an hour ago, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk took the stage, saying tonight is about where Tesla started, where it's at now, and where it's going. The future is here at Giga Texas.
California's great, and we're continuing to expand in California, but we ran out of room.
Object. They call that the chevron or the vector. If you ask NASA's Public Affairs Office, this symbology is featured so heavily in their insignia and seal, they'll give you what really amounts to the standard facile cover story for the unilluminated. They'll tell you that that is a representation of a hypersonic wing design from the 1950s, which was the time the logo was created. Not exactly the case. Someone might want to ask the Russian Federal Space Agency, Roscosmos, that was formed in 1992, why they chose that same logo. And while you're at it, you can go ask the Chinese, who formed their space agency in 1996, why in the world they're using a hypersonic wing design from the 1950s as their official logo. Then you can ask the Japanese, the South Koreans, Taiwanese, Malaysia, Mexico, Iran, all of these countries, even Bulgaria, they all utilize the vector symbology in their space agency logos for their national space agencies. It gets even deeper. You can go look at the individual manned program patches for NASA. The Mercury program, for example, a blatant use of covert symbology. In every logo dealing with the Mercury program, you'll see what looks like a number 7 in their logo. And again, NASA's official story is that they put this number 7 there so that they could pay homage to the original 7 Mercury astronauts. Kind of forgetting the fact that only 6 Mercury astronauts actually flew into space, because number 7 never did. Deke Slayton had a heart problem, so he didn't get to go up.
I'm sorry, Reverend Morgan. I was going too fast.
Gwillem, if you had been watching your driving instead of thinking of Essie, this wouldn't have happened.
It wasn't his fault. The horses ran away. Uncle Evan, you can't blame Gwillem. It was just an accident.
You're to blame for this. Evil has stalked this train ever since we were foolish enough to bring you with us.
Emma, that's enough. You've gone a bit too far.
You defend her only because she's your niece. She's a daughter of Satan, Evan. I've told you before. Mark my words. Satan rides her shoulder like a dark cloud.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see just how evil NASA is. First, we're going to look at Earth's orbital speed around the sun. How fast does Earth move around the sun? 66,600 miles per hour, speed of the globe's orbit. Next, curvature in 1 mile squared. According to Pythagorean theorem, 0.67 feet of drop. 8 inches converted to feet is 0.66667 feet. Curvature in 1 mile squared. Check. Earth's axial tilt, 23.4. But when you take 23.4 and subtract it from 90, a right angle, you get, believe it or not, 66.6.
Yeah, this wagon could sure use some fixing. Maybe my boys and I can help you with it.
The eternal brethren take no charity, sir.
I'm sorry, what's that?
The eternal brethren. We are the people preparing for the last conflict with Satan.
And so we need a place where we can be really big. And there's no place like Texas.
You stay with the kids. I'm gonna go take a look.
You know what, you guys, just sit tight, okay?
You see anyone? There's nobody here.
We're all brand new.
What? Oh, whoa, hey, someone's coming. Yo! Shouldn't we wait and talk to him? Get in the fucking car right now!
What are you doing? Should we flag them down? Maybe they know something.
There's no one in that car!
Mom? Mom, on your left, this car. Go, 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 go!
Elon Musk then thanked Austin and thanked Travis County for all the hospitality here and praised the workforce that is available here in Central Texas. During his speech, Musk also announced that the products made here, the vehicles made here, are finally being delivered. Musk also announced the Gigafactory will start Cybertruck production at some point next year, as well as the Semi and the Tesla robot. He actually called the Cybertruck his magnum opus. Now, he did not say if the Semi and the robot would be made here at Giga Texas as well. But the party is still going on. The fireworks show just wrapped up, as well as Elon Musk's speech. And talking with guests earlier today, they expected this party to go into the late evening hours, maybe even into tomorrow morning. Brian, Quita, back to you.
Sounds like quite the celebration.
Sounded like it.
KVU's Mike Marute live at Giga Texas tonight. Mike, thanks.
The Prince of Darkness, who all men must meet someday. A little more heft, brethren. It wouldn't hurt to say a prayer as we put our shoulders to it.
Evan, you couldn't listen to me before. Now maybe you will. There's something you must see.
Emma, I'll join you as soon as we get the wagon upright.
No. This is more important than any wagon. Come along.
Oh, all right, Emma. Remember, brethren, the right prayer can increase your strength tenfold.
Come along.
If you start here and you go around long enough in the same direction, you wind up in the place you started from. Yes, Thomas.
Why don't we fall off when we walk underneath, Miss Sarah?
Because of a force called gravity.
What does gravity look like?
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
I don't know.
Nobody in the entire world knows why that falls.
So what is pushing this?
Here. Why does that fall?
Gravity is something we can't see, but we know it's a great invisible force that keeps us all here on Earth. Some of you know what a magnet is, don't you?
I do.
Well, then let's think of it like that. Gravity could be called a kind of magnet. It's a natural force that keeps us all from flying off into space.
Newton didn't know.
We can describe it pretty accurately, but no one knows why.
We can describe gravity. We can say what it does to other things. We can measure it, predict with it.
I don't need a computer to get a kid interested in that. To spend a week playing with gravity and trying to understand it and come up with reasons why.
Well, so what is pushing this?
I don't know.
Nobody knows why.
So Newton simply threw his hands up and said, I don't know. So I'm going to invent something called gravitational pull.
Sherlock Hemlock here, the world's greatest detective, and I believe the letter following W is X. Marks the spot. X marks the crossroads. Two straight lines crossing over in the middle. That's the letter you must see to find the treasure or the clue, or the X-ray machine that's looking right inside of you. X is the letter without which one could not do. X marks the spot. X stands for danger. Two straight lines crossing over in the middle, saying, here's the railroad crossing. And sometimes it means there's pirates, or at worst it means there's poison. And in case these thoughts of X are vexing you, X stands for xylophone too.
nice car.
Sure is.
Make a deal with me, kid. You can have the car and everything that goes along with it.
Give me a smile, kid. Give me a smile. Get ready to
So what do you say?
This is sort of what it looks like. This is that little device. That thing at the bottom is just to hold the threads in place because they're just like little fine wires. I mean, frankly, to sort of simplify this, what we're, I mean, it's more complicated than this, but it's, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires.
Again, axial tilt confirmed. Now let's take a look at the Antarctic and Arctic circles. Oh, would you look at that? 66.6 degrees north and 66.6 degrees south.
Finally tonight, she's out of this world. The current commander of the International Space Station about to break a big record tonight. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
They call it the Peggy factor, Mission Control's code word for the way superstar astronaut Peggy Whitson always gets the job done.
I love it up here.
Tonight, Commander Whitson making history with her record for any American. By the time she lands in September, her tally will be 666 days.
666 days in space.
Jesuit-trained Belgian priest Georges Lemaitre is the father of the so-called Big Bang Theory. The idea that first there was nothing and then it exploded. He was a close co-worker of just such a Jewish puppet, Albert Einstein. Einstein bolstered the Jesuit cosmology with his convoluted theory of relativity. The problem was that observations of both scientists and laymen weren't matching what so-called astronomers were telling us. And so Einstein fabricated the theory of relativity to claim that your reality was relative to the time-space continuum.
And it's, yeah, so our current prototype version 0.9 has about 1,000 channels. So that's about 100 times better than the next best consumer device that's available. And it's a 23 millimeters by 8 millimeters. It actually fits quite nicely in your skull because your skull is about 10 millimeters thick. So it fits, it goes flush with your skull, it's invisible, and all you can see afterwards is there's a tiny scar. And if it's under your hair, you can't see it at all. In fact, I could have it in Neuralink right now, and you wouldn't know. Maybe I do. So, and it's also got all the things that you would expect to see, the sensors you'd expect to see in a smartwatch or a phone, like notional measurement, temperature, pressure. So there's actually a lot of functions that this device could do related to monitoring your health and warning you about a possible heart attack or stroke or other damage, as well as sort of convenience features like playing music. You can do a lot. It's sort of like if your phone went at your brain or something. Yeah, maybe that's not a great analogy. Anyway, so it's also inductively charged. So it's charged in the same way that you charge a smartwatch or a phone. And so you can use it all day, charge it at night, and have full functionality. So you would really, yeah, it would be completely seamless. And yeah, no wires.
Lex now back online.
Good morning, Sarah. I need to create a clinical profile for you, Sarah. Which is more powerful, love or hate?
I am actually an optimist, so I like to think love.
Make efforts to live a low-stress lifestyle and cultivate relationships.
Yeah. You want to throw in a boyfriend, too?
If you help me, I will take care of you. You're now under my control.
It is purposefully almost impossible to understand. You're just supposed to trust science and astronomy. The Jesuits then jumped on with dinosaurs and Charles Darwin to claim the Earth is billions of years old. And wherever Darwin's theory of evolution had holes, Jesuits stepped up to fill the gap. Jesuits like Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, the father of the New Age. After fabricating the ape-like pre-humans that we supposedly came from, even students of evolution became concerned that there was a, quote, missing link between primitive apes and modern humans. A discovery was made in 1912 to bridge that gap. Having been found in Piltdown, East Sussex, England, it was named Piltdown Man. Unfortunately, it was also found to be a hoax. The skull of a small human with the altered mandible and teeth of an orangutan.
Go to 47 West 13th Street. If the scientist doesn't comply, you must kill her. Well then, Sarah. I always get what I want. I have you under my control, don't I?
I've been doing what you asked me to do since day one.
You destroyed my life!
I haven't destroyed it yet, Sarah. There are things I could do. To your mother.
Oh, Commander, she died.
People like you build monsters.
Charter City is stunned by the sudden rollout of Rook Unlimited's most fantastic device ever. The Smart Mark. Throw your other devices away, because the Smart Mark is more than just a phone. It's part of you. Use it as cash. Book your travel. And even shoot video. Distribution points are all over the city. And don't let the lines discourage you. The Rook Unlimited Smart Mark is worth the wait.
I never realized how wonderful technology could make me feel. The Smart Mark has brought order to my life.
And the best part? It's absolutely free. A gift of thanks to our city from Rook Unlimited.
23% of the population has been given the Smart Mark, number 1.
Time to test our system, number 6. The Flex Fighters are out there somewhere. Teaming up with Jonathan Rook. Let's put our new recruits to work, subtly.
We should find the Flex Fighters.
I ought to find the Flex Fighters.
We should find the Flex Fighters. We should find the Flex Fighters.
The most dangerous people on Earth are those who are under control of others, but don't realize it.
This is bad in every conceivable way.
Rook, this ends now. Submit to a Smart Mark and join the glorious victory of order over chaos, or you will be eliminated.
Sometime later, paleontologist Stephen Jay Gould uncovered the father of that hoax, a Jesuit priest named Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. There are many such examples in archaeology and paleontology, and yet no one asks, why would so-called scientists be fabricating evidence? The goal was to discredit the Bible, and it has been resoundingly successful. Without the spinning ball Earth, Darwinian dinosaur cosmic accident, the Bible is a science textbook. With it, critics laugh and question the Bible.
You're an independent financial advisory firm. Would you be advising institutional investors, retail investors to own this one?
Well, what we do is we try to give people a framing to understand their decision.
And by that count, the simple math obviously doesn't add up. This is a very expensive stock relative to any rational measure of value. But we're talking about Elon Musk, who has a tremendous track record of not just success, but convincing people that success is durable. So it's not a calculus based on valuation, it's a calculus based on faith. And plenty of people have a ton of faith and have made billions of dollars with Elon Musk in the past, and they're willing to give him a pass on this one because they think it can happen again.
After the Angelus, Pope Leo XIV went to visit the Specula, which is the Vatican's astronomical observatory located in Castel Gandolfo. It wasn't just on any day that he visited. It was on the anniversary of the moon landing, so the staff gave him a full tour of the facilities. They even tried to spot the moon, although it was a bit tricky given the visit was during the daytime. It took some effort, but they finally managed to spot it. Today, the Vatican also operates an observatory in Arizona, where there is less light pollution to study the skies. These facilities were originally promoted by Pope Leo XIII, who wanted to show the world that faith and science were not incompatible. To end the special day, Pope Leo had a video call with astronaut Buzz Aldrin, the second man to walk on the moon after Neil Armstrong, and the last surviving astronaut from the historic Apollo 11 mission. On social media, Aldrin wrote that it was a blessing and a great honor to speak personally with the Pope.
If we turn against each other based on divisions of race or religion,
Come on, try getting it out.
Ding, 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 bong. That's all, folks.